All right, our guest on Now or Never, as my wife said, didn't he date Stephanie Tanner on Fuller House? I said, no, babe. He's a baseball superstar that just decided to retire. Hunter Pence is on Now or Never. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Great to be here. Everything's good.
Good to see you, man. By the way, do you get that a lot from women? Like, weren't you on Fuller House?
Usually it's like eight to like 10-year-old range. They'll like kind of be looking at me weird and they're generally like, you were on Fuller House, weren't you? And it's kind of like this, like they're so surprised. But I'm like, yeah, that was me. So kind of like the 8 to 14-year-old range of kids know me more from Fuller House than any of the baseball, for sure.
That's mind blasting. Well, let me ask you, you had an amazing career. What was the deciding factor where you said, hey, I'm done?
Well, for one, I got released, so that's a start. But honestly, it was an incredible opportunity to come back with the Giants. Last year, 2019, with the Rangers was incredible. The Dominican experience, my body was healthy. I was still feeling strong, and I changed the swing. And I was super excited about the knowledge and what I learned, and I'm still thankful for that journey. But just my body kind of ran out on me, and my foot went down. Like, everything just started falling apart. The hip, I couldn't run, couldn't work out, and I felt like that was always my dream. I was going to go as hard as I could, as long as I could, and I'm so thankful for every day. I didn't expect to, I had no real expectations other than give it everything I have, try to win as many championships as I could, and man, the journey was great, and I'm so thankful for as many years as I got to play.
The day after you retire, you're in McCovey Cove hanging with fans. How is the transition from playing your whole career to now just being a fan?
Well, it's pretty easy, as it can go for how emotionally and how emotional it is and how much I love the game. But I've always been a fan as well as a player. So to go on and root on those guys, I was rooting for them the whole time I was gone. And then after I finally got the announcement out that I was retiring, I was pumped to go get in the Cove. I'd always dreamed of getting to go out there, and the fans were so cool. And it was just like it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I definitely recommend it to anyone who's one of those baseball enthusiasts that wants to visit every stadium. That's like an experience like none other.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. Now, before we get into the current state of baseball right now, what jersey do you think you look the best in? I know you're a Giant at heart, but Phillies, Astros, Texas Rangers, like what do you look back and say, I look pretty sweet in that uniform?
I mean, none of them. I definitely am not like. I don't think that anyone like watches me play baseball and they're like, oh, that guy looks great out there. It's more of like, that guy's unique, very interesting.
I like that guy.
There's something weird about him, but it's okay. And like, I think I remember Brandon Phillips one time put together like an all swag team, and he had all these like different swags, and I forget, but like he put me on some like super weird swag, and I was like, dude, he hit the nail on the head. It was like Tim Duncan,
he nailed it.
Swag, and like somehow I made it like the unicorn swag or something. I don't know.
That's awesome. Hey, 60-game season. Does the cream rise to the top? Do the teams that deserve to be there? Do you feel like those are the teams that are still hanging in?
100%. Like people are asking, like, do you get credit in this season? And it's not like, oh, it's a 60-game season, we're not going to try. Like, this is harder and more difficult and mentally stressful with all of the unknowns and all of the new challenges that come with 2020 COVID baseball. So this is the best in the world. It doesn't get any better for 2020. There's crazy curveballs thrown at everyone, and there's no team out there like, it's 2020, we're not really going to try. No, the best in the world is going to win this year. These series are incredible. These teams are incredible, and we're watching history, and let's enjoy it, and let's celebrate it.
Hunter, you're an all-star. You're a guy that we love watch playing. You played with some great guys. Who of these young players excite you as a fan now?
I mean, it's impossible to not see the electricity of Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy talented, crazy fun to watch. He's a magnet island. He's yelling, he's screaming, he's diving, he's hitting homers. He's getting, the drama is real with him. There's an incredible amount of young pitchers that are really interesting. But, Juan Soto, it's like, obviously he's like Mr. Machine. He's Mr. Consistency. Tatis Jr., Mr. Electric. Cronenworth's fun to watch. These Padres are exciting. All of these people, there's just so much to watch and so much to be excited about. I have to say Walker Buehler's another young, exciting one as well. As much as as a Giants fan, it's tough to say, but he's an incredible pitcher.
Yeah.
We're watching amazing things, and same with Bellinger.
You're a guy, like you said, you were a weird guy on the field. People loved you. You had your own swag. How do you feel about the social media angle, guys flipping bats, taking selfies on their way to first base, like Trevor Bauer doing his Conor McGregor off the mound? Do you love that, or do you lean like old school fashioned rules of baseball?
You know what? I think variety is the spice of life, and I think it adds spice to a competitive sport. I always said, he who angers you conquers you. So I was never concerned with what anyone else was doing. I play my way. I'm not here to show anyone up. I'm here to appreciate and love. Like, I enjoy the competition. I enjoy my opponent. So I played from like enjoying like the tough times and the good times. I didn't care what you did, but I wasn't here to show you up.
You have a passion that I admire so much, because I, my friend, am a coffee snob. And I want to talk about you and your wife and what you're doing. You got the private coffee label? How'd you get involved in this? This is awesome.
So we've been doing, like, Alexis has a YouTube channel, and we started reviewing coffee. We're like, dude, as a baseball player, we get to travel so much, and we get to check out all of these great cities. So we started like reviewing the different coffee shops and checking out the different coffee shops in every city and finding our favorites. And one thing has led to another. We've made crazy amounts of friends. We've gotten to start our own coffee shop with Coral Sword in Houston. And through that journey, we've just met just amazing people and amazing coffee. And it all started through the YouTube channel. And now we were like, why aren't we selling some coffee, since we have we've tasted it from everywhere. We have a good idea of what we like, and let's do it for a good cause. So my wife Alexis has put in a ton of work for The Pineapple Labs. It's Pineapple Labs, but her website is thepineapplelabs.com. She puts together a curated mug and a theme, and we put it to a good cause, a new cause every month so far. And we've been just having a good time with that. And this year we found a local artist in San Francisco. He did a special thing for little homie San Francisco. He made a little homie of me, and it's like kind of our final thank you to San Francisco. And we were super happy to do that this month. So, and we just curate it with different coffees that we love from our favorite roaster in Houston.
That's sweet, man. Pineapple Labs. People got to check that out. As Larry David said on Curb, it's all about the beans. It's all about the beans. Did you see what Jimmy Butler is doing in the NBA bubble? I know you're in your own MLB bubble, but how do you feel about him doing the coffee monopoly in Orlando?
I love it. I think it's genius. It's brilliant. We tried to send him some of our coffee. I'm not sure if we got that done, but we were going to send him some the Pineapple Labs Good as Hell. It's definitely one of the favorites that we've put out so far, and we were hoping that we could get our coffee in his shop, man. He's a businessman.
I see that. I see a partnership, Hunter Pence and Jimmy Butler in the coffee biz together.
I know all of my coffee family loved that he was doing that, so we're down to do that for sure.
All right. Well, listen, Hunter, best wishes to you, your wife, Lexi, and continued success. We'll catch up with you soon, and congrats on an amazing Major League Baseball career. And have fun watching the playoffs.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for having me, and really appreciate being on the show. All the best.
No problem. See you soon, man.
All right. Take care.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.